Hi guys, so on today's episode of Cooking with Fluffy, I am going to be making oxtail and rice. A lot of you have been asking me to make oxtails, so I'm finally going to go ahead and do it. So if you want to learn how to make oxtails and rice, stick around. So as you guys know, I just like to start off by soaking my meat in water, sea salt, vinegar, and lime. And I usually let it soak for about 10 to 15 minutes before I go ahead and wash it off and add the seasonings. So these are the seasonings that I'll be using today. So we have here some parsley, browning, some jerk seasoning, oxtail and stew seasoning, allspice, or what's also known as pimento seeds, onion and garlic powder, some crushed red peppers, and of course black pepper. Here I just have the remaining seasonings that I'll be using. So I have some minced garlic, a few sticks of thyme, bell peppers, and green onions, aka scallion. So after mixing everything together, this is what you should have. Now normally, as you guys know, I like to go ahead and let my meat soak overnight. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, so I'm going to be cooking this same day. So what I'm probably more than likely going to do is just cover this and let it sit in the fridge for about half an hour. So I've gone ahead and heated up a pot with some coconut oil in it. I didn't put too much oil because oxtail naturally tends to be a little bit more on the fatty side. So you just kind of want to let the oil from the fat do most of the work. So just a little bit of coconut oil to go ahead and just cover the bottom of the pot will do. And at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and add the oxtail. So I went ahead and put the fire on medium-high heat. And I'm just going to go ahead and let the oxtail brown for about 5 minutes or so, just stirring it occasionally. So after about 5 minutes, I went ahead and I've added water to the pot and I've turned it down to a medium heat. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover this and let this boil for about 30 minutes or so. And then I'll come back to check on the tenderness of the oxtail. Okay guys, so after about 30 minutes, the meat is still not tender enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it boil for about another 30 minutes. Now I did put it on medium heat just so that the water doesn't boil out too quickly. But if you do find that you need to add more water, please do so. So I'm going to go ahead and now start the rice. So I've gone ahead and washed the rice and added some water, salt, and butter to it. Now, I will be completely honest, I have no clue what the ratio of water to rice is. I have literally eyeballed this as long as I've been cooking, which is since like 12. So I have no idea how much water to rice you're supposed to put. If anyone knows, please comment below and let me know because I'd like an honest answer to this because I normally just eyeball it. So while I'm waiting for the oxtail to finish, I did go ahead and add a little bit of water to the remaining seasonings. I also chopped up 2 carrots and added into that along with a Scotch bonnet pepper. And then I also have here a can of butter beans that will be going into the oxtail. Probably for about the last 10 minutes or so, I'm going to add all of this just to go ahead and let it simmer down. Alrighty, so as you can see, the oxtail has definitely cooked down. Now, I know I initially said that I was going to let it cook for an additional 30 minutes, but this particular meat happened to be a lot tougher. So I ended up letting it cook for an additional hour on top of the initial 30 minutes. I kept it on medium heat, I kept it covered, and I just added water as needed. So now I'm going to keep it on the same medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the seasonings along with the beans and just let everything come together. So this is what we have once I went ahead and added the remaining ingredients. So I'm just going to cover this and let this go for about another 10 minutes or so, just so that everything can reduce and you can get that really nice thick gravy consistency that you want with oxtail. So here we have the rice. It is finito, very nice soft texture. And I just went ahead and turned it down on low heat just so that it'll stay warm. Alrighty, here's the finished product. Now, just as a tip, I did go ahead and save some of the water from the can of butter beans when I added the butter beans to the oxtail. So that is definitely what helped give it that thicker consistency in the gravy. I don't like watery gravies, if that makes any sense. So I definitely wanted to have a thicker consistency. So saving some of the water from the butter beans will definitely help you with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Fluffy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And please, please leave a comment down below. Have a good one!